What up, YouTube? Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm sorry, I gotta do it. I had to sell out. This was an expensive trip and it wasn't gonna pay for itself. So this video, we partnered up with a buddy of mine from Outside Co. They're actually doing a really sick giveaway. If you just place an order for some merchandise on their website, you're entered to win a 2024 anniversary edition YZ450F or $7,500. And I just qualified for the National on the YZ450F, so I think I know which one I would pick. I know these guys personally, they're legit, so this is a really cool chance to get yourself some cash or a bike. So check those guys out at shopoutside.co. And remember, if you support them, you're supporting me. Hope you guys enjoy the video. No choice. All right, y'all, we are back for Pro National POVs, and this time, for the first time, with equal horsepower to everybody else, up a mile high at the legendary Thunder Valley in Lakewood, Colorado. I really had no plans to do this race up until very recently, and I was absolutely not ready for this race, but my girlfriend and I had planned on being out here on vacation for our anniversary, which just so happened to be on the same day as the National at Thunder Valley. I was very fortunate to get this 2024 YZ450 in the last race that me and Top Chick were at. Before the day it even started, she kind of told me, you know what, I think you need to just go ahead and try to race Thunder Valley. We're already going to be there, so why not? She even told me, you know, worst case, you just watch, which she did for half the season last year, which was a mild burn, but correct. Drove the Dodge Dakota with 200K on it all the way out to Colorado, and here we are, practice one in the 450B group, qualifying practice, and this week, the schedule was flipped. The 450s went first, so we had the fresh track in the morning, which I was very excited about just because I felt like it was going to give me a better opportunity to get a good lap. The B practice is always tricky because there will be a lot of guys rolling around and people in your way on fast laps, but I was very hopeful that the track being so flat and wide open would outweigh the negative possibility of having people in my way on a lap. Before I get too far into this, I got to throw a shout out to my boy Jaywalk because I did completely steal this format from him. I can't think of a better way to do it myself than the voiceover and the fast laps. I always enjoy watching. He's doing every round. I'm only really a one-off, probably one more national this year. So if you guys are into this kind of stuff, make sure you guys check him out because he's the originator of this format. And man, I'm so bummed on the sound quality on this. I mean, maybe you guys won't think it's that bad, but I got a different case because my case had gotten all cracked and messed up from a prior race. And I got a different case. I don't know what was different. I've gotten different cases before. I wasn't just trying to be a cheap ass. This is the National, but I feel like the sound quality is not near as good and you can kind of hear it bouncing around for whatever reason. I didn't really change anything. My apologies to you guys. I hope you enjoy. I'm sure as you guys can see, this is the roll lap. Just caution. Everybody's rolling all the jumps, just checking everything out. I'm trying to give everybody a bunch of space so I can get a clean air for a fast lap whenever we get the green flag. So got about another minute of this slow lap. So if you guys are over watching me roll around and yapping, and go ahead and fast forward about a minute because the fast laps are coming up and we're about to throw her down. First fast lap attempts for the season for me, and you guys just saw a rare instance where I go for 2 in a row, had no choice. The track was too good to not try to take advantage of it. The first attempt I think was actually pretty solid for the most part, besides that time where I decided that turning was unnecessary and I decided to ride the rock garden HOV lane beside the downhill, so that was less than ideal. But other than that, I feel like I strung together a pretty good first lap, and then that second lap I felt like it was going even better, but I think I was starting to stress out that I was catching up to somebody, and then had a pretty gnarly brain fade, and I forgot that a double was a double. I thought it was a single like last year, so wasn't able to get the big triple. That lap was over, so I was just trying to regroup, think about a couple of places I could be better, and really just calm down a little bit. I know you guys hear me riding this thing like a two-stroke, clutch banging it, rev bombing it. This thing's got plenty of power, and I'm still just ringing it a little bit more than it needs to. I need to learn how to ride this thing a little bit smarter, but the two-stroke's all I've known for a long time, so I can't give myself too hard of a time. But we're going to finish this roll lap, head back around to the finish line, and give her another go. There you have it. First practice of the morning was not all that successful for me. Only ended up P9 in the B group, which I was super bummed out on because I was really hoping to be at least top 5 in this B group, really more like top 3. I was excited to take advantage of the smooth track, and I just did not do so. Got my teeth kicked in this one and was just off the pace. I felt like I rode decent, but definitely not good enough. Those guys had a lot more send in them than I did in this practice, and just with that smooth track, I like the smooth track being wide open and all, but they had all the dozer berms built up, so people were just hitting the berms wide open. And I didn't realize we were going to be first in the morning, so I've been trying to stay away from smooth tracks to get ready for this. I've been trying to ride them as rough as I can. Usually 450B group goes last, not first. And at this point in the day, I thought I had already screwed the pooch. I thought we were going to be out of qualifying because the track was so smooth and wide open. I was sure that all the times were going to come from that first practice, but thankfully I had Top Chick by my side to reel me in, to remind me that I was actually faster in all the second practices in 2023, even when the track was way rougher. So she assured me I was going to be better, and even though I didn't believe it at first, it really helped to have her support and have somebody pushing me in the right direction mentally. So we regrouped, got myself ready to up the pace in Q2. sucked in the first practice.
Oh, really?
Rode like a pussy.
Dude, I'm just trying to have fun. Don't cut me off.
Hey, I'm with you, brother. Let's go. I should have followed you. I'm so fucking stupid.
I let you know half the room.
I should have followed you. Will you hold this? I want to look at that corner. Thanks,
Yeah.
Super. Solid water job. Sick. It's wet. That lap was about a second slower than my best lap in the first practice, so that wasn't going to get us anywhere. That one was pretty sloppy. Riding around like the dude at the local track who just holds it wide open with the clutch in and sounds like a hero but looks like a zero. I feel like that's kind of how I was riding most of the morning, which I was really disappointed with. They had done a little bit of track maintenance, but mostly just water, so it was a little bit slick too, so I didn't really have that going for me. So I was really thinking that the track was going to come around in another lap or two, and at this point, it truly was now or never. If I didn't maximize my potential in the next lap or two and throw one down, then I was going to be watching from the sidelines, just like the second half outdoors last year, and that is not what we came for. Besides the little miscue right at the beginning of the lap after the finish line, I finally managed to put a whole lap together, drop 2 seconds off my time, and almost everybody else in this second practice got slower, and I managed to get a couple seconds faster. So at this point, I wasn't sure if it was going to be good enough. I knew it was going to be close, but I at least felt like I could rest assured that I put my all into that lap and really rode to my potential and got all I could out of myself.
We're gonna be close. I don't know if it's gonna be good enough or not. Thank you. That was legit. No, I actually rode good that time. I made one little mistake after the finish line on my good lap, but that's it. Let's go back. I want to go like black out until A practice is done. Yeah. All right. Excuse me. Are you cool? I'm gonna either barely get it or barely miss it. It's gonna be close. I need to fast forward 20 minutes right now. I just want to know. I hope that was good enough. We did what we could. I can at least rest assured knowing I actually shredded.
Check out that top spot. Alexa, play We Are the Champions. Even though it's just a B practice, we got to take it where we can get it. I was way happier with how I rode that time. Put it up in the top spot, a second and a half faster than everybody else. Even though I'm at the top of the B practice, that doesn't really mean much. It's all about overall combined qualifying. And after this session, I was 34th overall with one session of the A group to go. So needless to say, it was a nail biter waiting to see if I got to go straight to the motos or if I had to take a one-way ticket to the LCQ, which is not where anyone wants to be. The track had gotten much slower, so I was really hoping the A guys wouldn't go any faster, but you just really never know with riders that are this good. We waited in the mechanics area the entire A practice and watched one person get a better time than me at the very end, but check out the bottom of the guys that qualified. Just barely squeaked it in, P35. I would have been about 4/10 slower. I wouldn't have made the motos, but that was it. We were back on the gate, and I could not have been more stoked. My race vlog will have all of our raw reactions and everything in it, but our whole goal for this whole event was to have fun, be safe, and qualify. The field is way gnarlier this year, so I really am proud of myself for getting in the show with all the good guys that I watched have to race the LCQ. I mean, there are guys that were in the top 10, 15 last year that are barely qualifying or sometimes not even making the show, so it's definitely not easy out there. I'm very happy with how this went, and as much as I miss ringing out the two-stroke for all you fans out there and putting that thing in the motos, I truly feel confident in the fact that I do not think I would have had any chance at qualifying on my two-stroke. The field is way gnarlier this year, and I really think if it was this kind of field the last 2 years, I would have had pretty limited success on my two-stroke as well, but I'm glad everything's going the way it's going. We're safe, we're healthy, and we got a lot more content to come. So thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Yep, we made it.